The next project we're going to work on is with 3 LEDs. Let me just click on Start Simulation so you get an idea of what you'll be completing. Basically, there's 3 LEDs, and they will light up in this sequence. What I recommend you do before you start a project is go to your dashboard and make a copy, a duplicate of your past project. It'll say copy. What I normally do is I label it A, B. So I call that 3 lights, and I will call it B. All right, so let's start the project for 3 LEDs. Basically, you would need 3 resistors. Put one there. I'm going to try to space it evenly here. One there. And what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I would place it there. I'm just trying to make it kind of neat. Put an LED there. An LED here. One here. Put the ground wire. And there's something that is a really fun little thing, is that you can curve the wire. I just click the mouse and then you grab it again, and then you do that, and it gives you a nice curved wire like that. Of course, this is ground, so it should be black. Now this is all grounded, so I'm going to ground this one. It's going to be black. Ground this one. It will be black. And of course, the last one here. Now, this has to have power from pin 1. So I'm going to go pin 1 to here. And that would be orange. Pin 2 will go to this one. That'll be yellow. Pin 3 will go to this one. And I'm just picking the colors that go down the pop-up menu. All right, so let's program it. I will pick this one here. It's going to be pin 3. I want to start with pin 3. So I'm going to set pin 3 to high. Then I would like a 1 second wait. So that happens for 1 second. Next thing I'm going to do is, once again, it'll be pin 3. This time I want it low. And I want to wait 1 second. And that's basically it. You keep doing that with all the pins. This one is pin 2. See, it says pin 2. It'll light up this one here. So I'll go like this. Pick pin 2. I want to set it to high. Go to control. Set it to 1 second. And the next one would be pin 1. But before that, I got to do pin 2 low. Otherwise, it won't work properly. So pin 2 has got to go low. Finally, pin 1. Whoops. One thing we got to do is we got to let it do that for a second. Low for a second. All right, the final one would be this one here. That would be pin 1 is high. I don't know. It's really kind of weird how that works. So low was set 2 was low for 1 second. 1 is high for 1 second. Let's go back here. It'll be 1 low, and you want it to be off. We'll check it again. Pin 3 high, low, 2 high, 2 low, 1 high, 1 low, and then 1 second. Let's give it a whirl, see what happens. We'll try the simulation. There it goes on, and it loops again. Now the neat thing about this is it's giving you the code. So let's stretch that out. Actually, I'll show you this way. I got to stop the simulation. Go to block and text. There's your block, and what it did is it created this code for you. And this is very similar to C++. And you could see all the indications. This is a void setup, is a method to set up the 3 pins. This is like the methods you've been writing. You've been writing programs. You've been calling them names. This one happens to be called loop. It automatically does that for you. This is the command. If you want it to be high for 3, pin 3, you'd write digital write. And the 2 round brackets means that you're sending that to a method somewhere. And it's going to do that for you. And it's 3, comma, high. And for a delay, we use the word delay. And 1000, which is waiting for 1000 milliseconds. And there it is, digital 3, and that's the low state, the delay, the digital 3, digital write 2, high with the delay, low with the delay, high with the delay, low with the delay. So it's writing the code for you.